got that. Oh, man. Yeah, I just seen a king snake, and it was pretty cool. I hadn't seen one of those since we moved in. Ah, what the heck, man? Why does it keep doing that? Gee whiz. Gee willikers. Why does my screen keep doing that, man? Anywho. Oh yeah, I just saw a king snake over there. Beautiful, man. If he wasn't right back, I would have picked him up and played with him, but he went under the porch. Like, oh man. Tried to get my phone out, but I couldn't. I spooked him. I spooked the little fella. I spooked him. He went under the porch. So, yeah. I'll just be chilling. King snakes are back. Dragonflies, lightning bugs, king snakes are back. I haven't seen a king snake since we moved in over here, and that's been a long time. It's been a long time, at least 20 years or so. Huh? Yeah, about 20. Yeah, at least 20 years. I was like, yeah, what's up, Mr. King Snake? King snakes are cool as shit. One time they had a king snake. It was, we was at Camp Edgewood. Yeah, we was at Camp Edgewood, and they had a ravine over there on our campground, so we was camping out. A little campsite 2 area. They had a ravine, a little bit of water down in it, and it's like they had a water moccasin right there. Okay, so we killed the water moccasin, and then the next day there was another snake eating that water moccasin, because king snakes eat other snakes. You know that? Did y'all know that? If you didn't know, hey, king snakes eat other snakes. And I just saw one right there on my front porch, and it's been like 20 years since we had a king snake over here. Last time I saw one was whenever we moved in over here. I was like, what? What's up, Mr. King Snake? Yeah. There's good snakes and bad ones. King snake is a good snake. Good snake to have around your house. Good snakes to have. And they're beautiful. They got those gold specks on them. They're like black and gold. Is what they are. They're black, and then they got gold specks on them. Beautiful. Beautiful animal. King snakes are cool. They let you play with them. You can pick them up. They're docile. They don't bite. Like, they just chill. Because they know they're a king. Because they know they're the king. They're the king snake. They ain't got to be all aggressive or no shit like that. You know what I mean? They don't have to be aggressive or nothing like that. Because they know they're the king. Snake. The king snake. I'm talking about the king snakes now. I just had a king snake encounter a while ago. And I was like, oh man, remember whenever I was a little kid, they used to be curled up on the side of the canal, and we used to go pick them up and play with them? Me and my dad. Well, my dad was always in tune with nature and everything like that, animals and all that. Oh, he's out there somewhere. My dad, he died in 2016. He's out there somewhere, man. His spirit be roaming around, doing stuff, man. He's crazy, man. Y'all ever run across Chico? That's my pops. That's my pops, old Chico. That's my pops. He's crazy, man. Y'all ever run across him in the ether or whatever, man? Watch out. Motherfucker likes to play mind games. Like to fuck with people's heads and shit. Yeah, we killed that water moccasin, and then the next day there was a king snake eating it. It's like, whoa, look, that snake is eating that other snake. Oh, it's a king snake, bro. Oh, yeah, looked it up, sure enough. Yeah, they eat other snakes. I'm like, whoa, that's pretty cool, man. King snake is a good snake. Because there's good snakes and bad snakes. You know, there's good bugs and bad bugs. You know, like, there's good ETs and bad ETs. You know, there's good people and bad people. Just like everything else in the whole universe, right? There's good and there's bad. Well, our little universe, anyway. He dipped under the porch before I could get my camera out. Last time I handled one was over there at the pond, though. It was a little while back, maybe a year ago or something like that. Went to the pond and I had a king snake over there. I was like, oh, look, it's a king snake. I jumped on that motherfucker. I grabbed it and picked him up. Because they cool as shit. They don't even try to bite you or nothing. You know, they just chill, man. They just like to chill. They be real docile, just mellow. You know, I think it's because they're kings, right? Because they're king snake for a reason. You know, they don't have to be. They don't have to be all aggressive and everything else. Because they know who the fuck they are. Are we still talking about king snakes? Hey, what are we even talking about anymore? We still talking about king snakes, you guys? About black people. What do I think about black people? What kind of question is that? You mean melanated people? First of all, I don't like calling melanated people black people. First of all, that's first and foremost, okay? Black, the term black is used, you know, it's a mind control thing. It's a mind control thing. They got people to start calling themselves black and all this other thing, which black is really a low vibration. Okay? It's a low vibrational frequency. That's what black is. Okay? You understand? And it's just a color. Like, who wants to define themselves by a low vibrational frequency or a color? Oh, you get one of these in here. Start talking about some real shit. Here come the idiots. First of all, I don't believe there's any black people. I ain't ever seen a black person in my whole life. I don't think they exist. Now, I've seen a lot of melanated people. I've never seen a black nor a white person in my whole entire life. We all just different colors of brown, I think. Well, everybody's just different color, you know, pigmentation, melanin and all that. You know, so there's that. And, you know, the term black is just a color. So don't define yourself by a color, for one. Or a frequency, for two. Because black is a low vibrational frequency and a color. So don't put yourself in that kind of a box, is what I'm saying. You're not defined by a color. You're not defined by some frequency or some kind of name somebody put on you. That's not you. I see you. You know, I see you. That's not you. I see right to your soul. I see your heart. And that's not you. Not what you are. I see what you, and that's not what you are. You are not a low vibrational frequency nor a color. I've never seen a black person or a white person in my whole entire life. I'll tell you what. Hmm. Now, melanated people, if you want to ask me what I think about melanated people, they're great. I love melanated people, man. They're awesome. You know that melanin is the most expensive element on the planet. Did y'all know that? Hmm. Did you know that melanated people were the first people here, and this earthly realm belongs to them, and they're the original gods and goddesses and kings and queens of this planet? Now, did you know that? So if you ask me what I think about melanated people, there you go. That's what I think about them. But black people, I don't know. I don't know about black or white or color and all this stuff and put people in some kind of a box. You know, I don't agree with all that. So, you know, there's that. You know, it's a mind control tactic to keep people in a poverty mindset, to keep people thinking that they ain't no good, they ain't never gonna have anything better, this is all they is, and that kind of bullshit. You know, it's psyops, psychological operations ran on people. It's a whole bunch of things. MK Ultra, you know, they really got the Caucasians bad with the MK Ultra, okay? Because I think they don't have the copper skin. Something about that copper skin shields you from certain things, so they can't fuck with you as hard, unless you on, you know, doing substances or something. But then the melanated people got it bad with the whole, you know, lack mindset, poverty mindset, you know, all that low vibrational bullshit. You know, ever since rap was taken over, I mean, look what happened to it. Rap used to be positive. It used to, when it came out, it was positive. It's about community and family working together. We're gonna do some good things. And then, whoa, what happened, man? That shit just got like all demonic and shit real fast. Talking about nothing, or just stupid, plain old stupid, low vibrational things. You know, D-rugs, money, rims, and stupid shit. Shit that don't matter. Like once you get successful, then yeah, get all that shit. Go ahead, by all means, go ahead, go for it. But like, why don't you wait? You know, like, cause you living in a shack right now though. But your cars fly, but you living in a fucking shack, man. Priorities, man. Priorities. Slinging shit all over the neighborhood and all that. Like, man, yeah. If melanated people would ever get off the low vibrational stuff and get on some high vibrational stuff, it'd be game over. It would be game over. You know, they're the original peoples. You know, they have the 9 ether hair, they have the melanated skin. Like, they're the golden gods and goddesses of this planet, man. So if you ask me what I think about melanated people, there you go. But black, I don't know about black. I don't know about white and black. I don't see that. I see right to your heart. I see right to your soul. You have a beautiful soul. And I'm just saying, really don't put yourselves in a box, man, for anybody, you know. For that matter, it goes with every race, creed, credo, religion, color. You know, It's the same for everybody, just don't put yourself in that box. You're better than that. I see you. I see your soul. I see your heart. You're better than that. Don't put yourself in that kind of a box, act. And so, there you go. Yep, coming all shapes, size, and colors. Everybody's just a shade of brown, really. I mean, you look at it, it's like, huh. Yeah. And it's just divide and conquer tactics, right? This whole black-white thing, that's divide and conquer tactics. This is, they've been trying to do this helter-skelter thing for a long time. The Beatles knew about it, helter-skelter. Charles Manson knew about it, helter-skelter. It's called the race war they've been trying to kick off. But I think people are too smart for that. I think people are way too intelligent for stupid shit like that to happen. And we've woken enough people up. More people are waking up every single day, every hour, every minute. Okay? So I don't think that's going to work. They try, like, nah, it's not working, though. They try to throw everything at the wall and see what sticks. And ain't nothing working no more, bitch. Ain't nothing working no more. Shit. Because we know better. Enough people are awake, like the 100th monkey effect. Enough people wake up to a thing and realize a thing, then everybody knows that thing just automatically. Okay? That's how it goes. It works like that too, yo. It's consciousness. That's just how our consciousness works. That's how our, unconscious mind works. Our collective conscious works as well. It's pretty much what it is. It's your unconscious mind, your subconscious, what they call that. Technically, there's no such thing as subconscious. It's really called the unconscious. Everybody uses subconscious. But anyway, I learned that from my psychology teacher. But yeah, it was. Well, I took psych in college. You got to. It's the collective unconscious. It's the collective. When we say the collective, that's what we're talking about. And one thing, excuse me, once enough people figure a thing out, then it's like just boom, everybody automatically knows it. Like just, wow, how'd that happen, Like, did I come up with that? Is this new? Yeah, it's happened like that, though. And all of a sudden, you remember, like, I knew this before, though. Yeah, I remember. And as you start remembering things, it's like, oh, yeah, it does work like that, huh? Because whenever I was a kid, remember whenever I was a little child, how I thought everything worked? But that's really how it works. Remember whenever you was a child, whenever you were a kid, and you were close to God? Remember, Jesus said, come to me as little children for a reason. Because whenever you were a child, you were close to the divine. You were close to God. Your third eye was wide open. And then you grow older, you go to school, you get out of alignment. You get out, you learn all this crap, right, that does not serve your highest, greatest good in school, and all this other stuff, and your parents teach you all kind of bullshit and everything. It's like, you have to unlearn all that stuff when you get to be an adult, and you realize, like, oh, shit. I was right whenever I was a child, I was right about everything. All that shit I used to think whenever I was a kid, I was right about. Everybody else, they just been lying to me. Or they just don't fucking know and they make it up as they go. Like most people, they just be bullshitting 90% of the time. Probably 100% of the time, because they don't really know. They don't really look nothing up for themselves. They don't really know, Most people just be bullshitting most of the time. And that's just facts of the matter. Anyway, what's up? Well, yeah, he has to, right? He has to lie, right? He has to. If he would have got crucified way earlier if he didn't. Man, look, because people aren't ready for that kind of knowledge. Jesus lied to his disciples. Him and Mary Magdalene used to talk about all kind of stuff. All kind of stuff him and the disciples didn't talk about. You know, because it's levels. There's levels to this. Knowledge is handed down, right? But like, you can't give them too much. You know, you don't want to give too much of all this stuff because then they're gonna too much too fast, and then they'll crash, head ass, or like they'll use it for nefarious purposes. You know, you got to do the work, and then the disciples would go out and they would lie to the people. You know, because if they told them the truth, well, they knew they'd all been crucified off the bat. They'd all been killed real quick, man. You know, you can't go around talking about this kind of stuff. And whenever Jesus was in India, they warned him. Like, they told him, they were like, hey man, don't go back home over there to your people talking about this, talking about this stuff we're telling you, man, we're teaching you, and you're learning, we're learning from each other, and all this stuff's happening, right? But he was warned, by these people in India. Then they were like, no, man, don't go back home, and they're gonna kill you, man. Like, they will kill you for real. You go home, no, I'm the son of God. Oh, hey, I'm the son of God. Can't nothing happen to me. I'm the son of God. But Jesus was like, and it was like, what happened? What happened, Jesus? Man, they crucified you, man. God dang it, son of a bitch. Well, don't you know the angels was pissed off? The angels wanted to destroy everything. You know how they say roll the heavens back like a scroll? Well, that's what the angels wanted to do. They're just gonna rip it open and lay waste. They're gonna lay waste. But Jesus, he was like, no, wait. Forgive them, for they do not know. They don't know what they're doing. They don't understand. It's like, what was that movie I was watching, man? The Giver. I was watching The Giver, and it's like that for real, because these people are like the people in that town. A lot of people are like that. Like, they don't know what they're doing. They don't know. They don't remember who they are. They don't remember it. They're like soulless almost. Without this knowledge and memories of the past and all this stuff, they're just like NPCs. How they call them, NPCs, right? And it's like in that movie, just like in that movie, The Giver. And he's like, forgive them, because look, they don't know. They don't know. They don't understand. They can't comprehend it. They don't understand. They don't, So that's why he was like, forgive them, because they don't know any better. They don't know love, right? They don't know love. Watch your language. What do they say in the movie when you say something? I don't remember. Every time somebody would say something like that, they would talk about love or emotions or the past or anything like that, because they would take an injection, right? An injection to do away with all their emotions and everything. Anyways, that's in that movie, and it's a whole, like, yep, you read between the lines if you watch that movie, and it's like, oh shit, because I just watched it like yesterday, I think. And I was like, oh yeah, I see what's going on here. I see what's going on here. Anyways, what's up now? My life in one word, I'd say love. Love. Oh, god dang. Oh man, there's a big old one of them freaking ants on me. From them velvet ants. I'd say love. Anyway, you know them velvet ants? Them big red furry motherfuckers? Oh, I bet they hurt. I never got bit by one yet. Thank God. Knock on wood. Knock on wood. Shit. I don't plan on it. I bet they motherfuckers. Cause if you ever seen the mandibles on them, those velvet ants. Look it up. Velvet ant. It's a big red furry motherfucker, and you can't kill them, man. They're hard to kill. You gotta stomp them on some concrete, because if you stomp them on the ground or any kind of dirt, they go in the ground. They go in the ground, and they just keep on going. You have to kill them. You gotta stomp them down. I swear to God, you cannot kill these things on the ground. You gotta get them on a hard surface, then kill them. Then stomp on them and crush them, because they're so hard. The exoskeleton is so hard. You stomp on them, and they just go further down into the ground, and then they pop right back up, keep on moving like nothing ever happened. Them things die hard, man. Those things die hard. Them freaking velvet ants. Woo! They got some big giant mandibles on them too, though. I bet that shit would hurt. Oh, I bet that would hurt. I might look it up later. How bad is a velvet ant sting? You know, look it up on Google or something. I get bored. Look it up on Google. Well, I felt something crawling on my foot. I looked down. There's one of them big old red red velvet. That's what they are. Red velvet, if you please. You know that song? Red velvet. Do, 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 do. Hey, grateful. They got a little wind blowing right now. Feels pretty good. Feels pretty good. I can't complain. Doesn't do any good. Yeah, basically, I just need a place to stay for a little while. That's a non-toxic environment. This place is totally toxic. Bad for my health to stay here. Can't do anything creative as long as I'm here, you know. I want to do things. I need to do things. I might write a book, you know. I'm probably going to write a few books, but that's neither here nor there. I just need to get out of here first. I need some help, man, getting out of here. Somebody could put me up for a little while in that house. That would be great. That would be great. I'll be able to pay you. I'll be able to pay you. So once I get out of here, man, I could probably get an advance, you know, on my thing, and there's something, opportunity, you know, come knocking. I just gotta get the fuck out of here first, but I need help getting out of here, man. Like, I got nothing. Leave it the clothes on my back, you know. I don't want none of this crap over here. It's all tainted. You know, everything over here is like it's tainted. I don't want nothing from over here. Shit. Leave it all behind. I don't want none of this stuff, man. Y'all can go through that when I'm gone. Shit. You can go through that shit when I'm gone. I don't want none of that. I need some help getting out of here, though. So, shit, man. God, are you listening? Like, man, can you please send somebody? Like, oh, give me a place to stay for a little while. Like a little bedroom is all. I'm real quiet. I'm neat. I'm responsible. Like, I clean house. I wash dishes. I do all the inside and outside work. Cut grass. Everything. So I could pay my way. You know, I pay my room and board. It's not. And you're gonna get blessed by blessing me. So I don't know what anybody's even waiting on anymore. Anyways, that would be nice. That would be real nice. See, there's a dark witch that owns this house, and I can't stay over here. I can't stay over here, man. Like this is it's not my energy y'all be feeling when you come over here and you know all that bullshit. That's that thing in there. It's that entity they got in there. It's that energy. That's not mine. And this is my energy. This is me. All day long. I'll be happy. So that's what it is. I'd appreciate it. Somebody, anybody. I'll move anywhere. So I don't care. It don't matter. I will move anywhere. Throw me a bone. Give me a fucking break, you know? Shit. I won't let you down. Promise you that. Give me a freaking break, you know? Shit. Let me stay at your place for a little while. We'll probably make a whole bunch of money while I'm there. I'm just saying. Shh, don't tell nobody that. You can't. My bad. I can't use money as some kind of incentive. My bad. But it's probably true though. I'm just saying. I'm just saying, only good things can come from it. Look at little baby dragonfly. Oh, he's so cute, the little baby dragonflies. So the dragonflies are back, the lightning bugs are back, I've noticed, and the king snakes are back. So that's good, man. That is good. What's happening? Whatever you're doing is working. Keep on grounding, keep the vibe high, and let's get this shift, you guys. All right. Alright, whatever you're doing is working, so yeah. You know, the good creatures are coming back, man. That's cool. That's real cool. My friend seen a bald eagle in the field the other day. Well, a little while back. It's been a while back. But he told me about it the other day. It's like, what? So, you know, like, there's all kind of... He seen some red wolves a while back. Did you know there's red wolves in Louisiana? There are red wolves. They're far and few between, you know, very, very rare, but they have them. They're out there, okay? The wildlife is coming back. You know, all the good things are coming back. You know, I think it has something to do with shutting CERN down, to be honest with you. I really do. I think it's got something to do with all that, man. Well, I know it does. You know, I know it does. All that and everything else behind the scenes. But that's not going to work. They can't fuck with us. I'm fuckwittable. You're not going to fool me, man. Okay? I know what's going on. I know the truth. Yeah, anyway, yeah, that's what it is. Keep the vibe high, you guys. Peace, love, and light. Let's get this fucking shift tonight. Yeah, I know that's right. Let's get this shift. Shift in, guys. Peace. Hey, peace.